morning, everyone.
Morning.
So, how are you today?
Good.
Good. Okay, actually, thank you and welcome to my estate planning workshop. Actually, my name is Yunif. I'm actually very excited to can have the opportunity to share with you all how to actually plan your own legacy. Okay, I've been helping individuals, especially families, okay, to create their own comprehensive estate plan. Okay, for the past 8 years, to ensure that their wishes are honored and ensure that their loved ones are taken care of. Okay, so this is my profile. Okay, nothing much. Already explained. You can treat estate planning, right? Oh, before that, I want to ask you, how many of you have done your own will?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, good.
No.
No? Oh, so you're coming to the right workshop, right? Okay. So for Elizabeth, you have done your own will, right? So besides will alone, have you done any trust?
No, not really.
No,
Just a simple one and long time ago.
Just a simple
Yeah.
will, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're also coming to the right workshop today. Okay. So we'll share with you at the comprehensive estate plan. It's not only for will alone. It actually covers many things that we will explain later. Okay. So you can treat this estate planning as a very fun workshop. Okay. Just treat yourself as a master chef. Today you're a master chef. So okay, your life is actually your secret recipe. Okay, that you have been perfecting for years. So your ingredients will be your home, okay, your valued possessions, and also your family members. Okay. So what if one day you're not there to stir the pot? Okay, how can you ensure that your recipe is passed on and also your enjoyed by your future generations, enjoyed by your family members? Okay, you actually can treat estate planning, right? It's like kitchen toolkits, your kitchen toolkits, okay, your utensils. So for the view itself, it's actually your recipe card. View is only your recipe card, and you are appointing an executor for your will. So you are appointing a master chef. Okay, so you also can appoint a trust. Okay, your trust will be your secret sauce. Okay, so today we are going to discover how to let this your secret recipe, your secret sauce, your ingredients, everything, okay, to pass on smoothly to your next of kin, to your beneficiary. Of course, during this workshop, we will add in some dash of funds, okay, some sprinkles of practical advice, and also a mixture of some interactive discussion, so to make these events interactive as possible. Okay. So let's put on your strap hands, then we'll start cooking. Okay, but before that, we will actually look at the objective today. What can you get from today's session? Okay, of course, basically we can understand the basic fundamental of what is an estate plan, and we will can differentiate between the will and the trust. Okay, how does it take effects? Okay, how to protect your beneficiary interests. Okay, and avoid common pitfalls based on real case scenario. And at the end of the session, you will know how to build a solid estate plan. Okay, cool?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the content. Don't take seriously on the content. So we will go in one by one. Okay? So basically, we will see. When you talk with people about estate planning, when we share with your friends or we share with your customer or something, okay? So what is their main reaction to you? What will they react to you?
Try.
Try it. Yeah, any?
Like cursing them.
Like cursing them, right?
Still got a long time to plan.
Still got a long time to plan. Did they say any negative things or estate planning? I do not need. Or something like that, okay? So basically, today I actually sort out, there's many misconceptions about estate plan. So I sort out the top 5 misconceptions, okay? So the first misconception we have is estate planning is only for the wealthy. Normally, when we talk about estate plan, right, they say, I don't have so much money, I do not need to plan, okay? So in reality, even the modest wealth that you have, right, you still need to plan. Why? Any Anyone know why? No, okay. Because basically, normally for human being, our perception is very wealthy lah. I don't have assets lah. Normally my client will say like that. I don't have assets, I don't need to plan. Okay? But I will tell them, okay, I will ask them some questions. I say, everyone will have your own very special wishes. That not everyone is the same one, correct? So everyone have a family to take care of. True?
Yeah.
Everyone, if let's say you have kids, right? Even you don't have money also, you still want the best to give to your kids. True?
Yeah.
In the event of incapacitated, right? Everyone wants to be treated very well. Correct? You send that to government, they say, hey, government, no money, I don't want. Okay? They still want to treat the best. Okay? So this is estate planning. So basically, estate planning, a true definition is that you are not actually distributing your wealth. You are actually distributing, giving the security, giving certainty, and also giving peace of mind for yourself and also for your family members. So I would summarize as estate planning is not a luxury. It's a plan that everyone needs. Okay? So second misconception that people will have is that estate planning is very complicated. You tell me to do estate plan, wow, very costly, complicated. I don't know where to start. Anyone have this perception?
That's why I never start.
Yeah, you ask them to start, I say, hey, 麻烦 I don't want to start first. Okay, because I don't know where, complicate. But if let's say today I ask you at this moment right now, can you actually list out for me how much your asset and your liabilities for you yourself? Can you actually give me one Google Drive, state down your assets, state down your liabilities immediately? If let's say you yourself also cannot, right? How do you expect your spouse in the event you don't state this one inside your will, okay, or inside your trust, you don't list it out? How do you expect your spouse or family members to know? If let's say they don't know, right, it will be more complicated. For you yourself, you will be too complicated. I want to do it myself. I ask you today, within seconds, you let me know, or within one day, you let me know your total assets, total liabilities. Also, you cannot do it. So you cannot expect your family members to do it for you. Okay? So it will become more complicated if let's say you don't have an estate plan. Okay? And then people say that it's costly. Okay, so if let's say same thing, today you don't have the list of your assets, the list of your liabilities, right? People going to search for the list also takes time. So it makes things, the time will drag and it will cost a lot because you got to find lawyers, you got to find agents to do it for you. Okay? So third misconception, I'm too young. People say, how are you? Hey, you asked me to do will. I only right now start to work. Should I? I don't think I need so much because I'm still very young. But look at these articles. You see this one, we don't focus on who is it. This one pass on at the age of 25. Okay? Pass on at the age of 25. Okay? So this one I think some of us will know, right? 4千金, one of it. Okay? This past one actually suddenly, okay, at the age of 37. This one is one of the company director, also passed on at the age of 37. Okay, this one, because of cancer, passed on at the age of 14. So young. So is this statement still valid? If let's say I say, I'm too young? Because in reality is that accidents, unexpected events happen at any age and happens at any time. It's unpredictable. If today we don't plan earlier on the last wishes, we don't plan it down, so it will be difficult and complicated for the family members. Okay? So the fourth misconception is that they know sometimes this one happens to those who is aged. Okay? You go and tell them, they say, oh, verbally I told them already. I said, hey, this property I already told my daughter verbally, I want to give to my daughter one. Don't need to write. This bank account, can one. I already tell them, if let's say in the event I'm not around, they will go and withdraw. Because I have the password, everything, they can withdraw from it. They knows, okay? But in actual fact, as a valid bill, we have to pen it down, written it down properly. Okay, it's not verbally. Verbally is not recognized for Malaysia. Okay, later we will see what is a valid bill. Okay. So number 5, people like to do DIY. We ask them, hey, do bill? They say DIY cannot. DIY, no doubt, you can do for very, very simple bill. You want to state down how much property you have, how much asset you want to give to who. That one, simple can. But as I said earlier, when you plan for your estate, it's not only planning for death, you are planning for incapacitated, you are planning for long term, maybe for preservation of the wealth. Okay? These kind of things, future planning, very extensive planning, DIY may not be suitable. Sometimes DIY view, even the most simple one, can invalid your view itself. Because if let's say you don't know how the procedure to do it, then it will be, when you open, it cannot work on my view. Because I've lack of executor, I didn't put, or the beneficiary where I put, I don't have substitute beneficiary. So it becomes invalid. Yeah? So any questions on this misconception, everyone? No, no question, Okay, good. So we continue to what is estate planning. Okay, just now we go to misconception. Right now we continue on what is estate planning. Estate planning, actually you can break it out to 2 parts. Estate, which means what are the things that we own? We own properties, bank account, business. Okay, some businessmen, they have business. And then we own jewelry, or some have other collectibles. Is all our assets. Okay, planning is when the estate we want to plan, how we want to plan, how we want to organize. Okay, and we want to preserve, we want to pass on, how are we going to do it to our next of kin. Okay, this is what I will define as estate planning. Okay. So, I actually sort out estate planning. A complete estate planning shall have a 4W1H approach. Okay, or maybe let us just click on this. Can you see the video?
Yes.
Okay, so actually I sort it out. If let's say you want to write an comprehensive estate plan, so basically people will say, oh okay, I already write a will, I wrote a will. So basically my estate plan is enough. Okay, but let us scroll down in details. First, we look at the approach first, then later we look at some real case scenarios, then you will know whether estate plan is it only view alone. Okay? So you see, the first W is who ma. Okay. When we write a will, right, we actually need to state who are our beneficiary, okay? The asset we want to give to who. Correct, huh? Okay. So the second who is that appoint the executor. Executor is the one who help you manage your estate, clear your debts, and then distribute. Okay, who do you want to give this master share? Okay, to who? Third one, if let's say today you have a children below 21 years old, you need to appoint a guardian. Number 4 is attorney. What is attorney? Because for an estate plan, right, normally people will plan only in the event of death. Okay? But estate plan also can help you to plan in the event of incapacitated. That means in the event you no longer have the capacity to take charge of your own assets, to take charge of your own liabilities. Then you have to pass these rights or this task to an attorney. We call it, we transfer the power of attorney to others, okay, to those trusted entities to help us continue to manage these assets and liabilities. Alright, this is the first rule. So you see, this one I scroll down into executor. Appointing an executor is that appointing who do you trust to manage your assets. So this is some news article. You see, elder brother transfer shop in the house of his name without following his father's will. Dishonest uncle plunder his niece 70 pound inheritance. So these articles actually shows you it is important to appoint your trusted executor. So executor we can differentiate into two parts. One is that either you appoint individual executor or either you appoint professional executor. So what are the differences? You see, when you take up the job as an executor, right, it's actually a very tough duties. Okay? So what are the things that most people are looking for when they want to appoint as an executor? First, whether you can commit on the time or not. Because why is it important, you see, when you become the executor, as I say, you will need to settle their debts first. So what kind of debts that we have? Normal debts we have is mortgage, correct? Mortgage we have, and then we still need to clear our income tax clearing. Okay, these two is the main one. But take an example. Today you go to bank, you as executor, you go to bank, you say, hey, I want to close this account, I want to take the money as an executor. Then the officer told you, document I want A to Z. Oh, I left out document F. You go back and take up. Then come up. Cannot, this one document no one can. Cannot. Sorry, we now want to pull out. Cannot. So you have to go back the next day. You come back. He said, oh, next day or next few days you come back. The officer said on EL. On EL. No officer, other officer to in charge. No. You come back because this officer is the one in charge of the case. We don't have other officer to take charge. Okay? This is the commitment that I mentioned, the time required. And then imagine this, when you appoint this executor is not the one that nothing to do one. Maybe they have their own job. Every day they still need to work. If let's say this bank account, the officer also need to take so many leave. So you imagine how many times he need to commit to settle just the bank account, to close the bank account. when you appoint executor, you need to know whether this executor can do this job or not. Their time, is it committed to do so? Do they have time? Some of my clients, right, he appoint his daughter, but his daughter is a doctor. So doctor, as we all know, very so busy. They don't even have the time. If let's say you ask him to run here, run there, just for the closing of bank account, just for the clearing of mortgage, do you think he or she can do it? Cannot. If let's say right now you already know that they cannot do the job, why not you just transfer out this job function to others? Okay, rather than stick back to the one that you want them to do. Alright? So second thing, have the knowledge and also information. That means, do they have the knowledge to do the job? Because as an executor, before you have to know what knowledge, deal with the mortgage officer. Okay, what are the documents that you require to bring along to ease your time? No need to run so many times. Okay, because everyone is doing for the first time. Not executor job is not like you're buying things or you're selling items, right? You do it so frequently. Executor, the best no need to do lah. When you become executor, that means either your family members are already not around, so you have to take up the job. Okay? So this knowledge is you have to pick up on the spot one. Today, if let's say you're individual executor, or maybe, okay, this mortgage or maybe we go to income tax department. Income tax department, lucky we don't know what they are requiring. So the first round we go there, we have to ask them, what document we need. Second time we go there, document not complete. Another officer said, you want to add in a document, and you go there another time. I said, hey, you need to compile the estate, the income tax, all the details. You need to do accounts. You need to do closing. Income tax closing. How? I need to hire accounts to do it for me. So extra cost some more. So this is the hiccups that when individual executor have. But if let's say you have your appointed executor know how to do this job, no doubt you can go ahead for them. Okay, to choose your individual executor. But this is the knowledge that they should require, they should have. Alright? So the third one will be have sufficient legal, that one's also financial knowledge. Okay, this one we see manage expectation of the S and also the beneficiary. Sometimes when you become individual executor, let's say siblings, among the siblings we have 4 or 5 siblings, 4 or 5 beneficiary, and then the disease appoint one executor to lead the show, to distribute to all the 5 beneficiaries. Okay? But this individual executor also have their own job to do, their own work to settle. He may delay. See, today I don't go because I need to handle my personal things. Okay? I don't have time to go. So drag on. So drag. Within the sibling said, hey, you want to do a job or you want to do? Why is it delayed? I did the money. So you don't do? So how? Then there will be argument dispute within the siblings among themselves because of dragging. Yeah. So file tax return I already said. Okay. Pay bills. Pay bills is considered mortgage, income tax, or what other bills that you have, credit cards bill. Okay. So this is other things. Okay. So up to the job is that people when they choose executor, normally they want to look for those trustworthy. Trustworthy, why is it trustworthy is important? Because when you appoint an executor, that means you are giving all your rights, giving all your assets, okay, in the hand of the individual executor first. Okay? Because why? They have to pay the debts, so they have to get hold all the liquid assets, all the illiquid assets before they can distribute. Okay? And then what if you appoint this executor, the asset that you are giving is to your children below 18 years old. Then they have to get hold of this property in their hand first. Okay, do you know what can we do with the property? In the event, because executor right is so huge, in the event in between, these children need education funds. Okay, age 15, 16, they need to go university. Okay, executor can actually have the rights to sell off this property and give the education fund. So when the children already can inherit, which is at the age of 18, no more money already. Because why? The property already sold off. So trustworthy is very, very important. Okay. Second, the financial skill is what we are looking at. Skill and knowledge. Objective of fairness, same as this one. Okay. Organization skill, health and longevity. Want to focus on this. Health and longevity, that means for individual, normally age until how many years old? 80 years old, 80, 90. When you appoint an individual executor, you have to take note on the longevity. If let's say today you only age 40 years old, and you appoint an executor, this executor already age 80. So at the point when the demise, okay, this executor already how many age? Maybe 100 years old already. So do you think he still can do the job? Cannot. First scenario. Second scenario, when you appoint individual executor, this executor, when he do halfway, pass on. When he pass on, then everything have to restart again. That means we have to go to apply the probate again, apply the LA again, because the executor no more around. So everything have to start. But before we reapply, we have to make sure this executor also have their own will. Have their own will, and then the asset that is he actually on hold for the disease, right? He actually did separate it out. For example, if let's say he on hold on the bank account of the disease, and then halfway through, before he distribute, he only clear debts, but this money already inside his own bank account, he pass on. So we have to wait until this part, he going to segregate what is belong to the disease, what is belong to he himself. Only then we can apply again the probate, the process. So this point a bit complicated, okay? But the point that I want to mention is that it will take time and it will delay. Okay? So back to next now. So I will compare as an individual executor or professional executor. When you are choosing an executor itself, okay, trustworthy is the most important. Okay, trustworthy whether existing right now he have financial pressure or don't have. But if let's say right now he don't have financial pressure also, we do not know or we cannot assure in the future whether he or she have the financial pressure. Okay, is it her full time? Full time is very important. Otherwise you cannot run here, run there to settle all the things. Knowledge, impartial. Don't side one of the parties. Sometimes he side either one of the beneficiary. He will say, okay, you pick first. So do they have a systematic account? Sometimes I don't know whether you all will face when you talk to your friends or something. The account, the disease estate, maybe 1 million. Bank account, liquid asset 1 million. When to come to beneficiary, right? Why 500,000? Yeah. What happened to the other 500,000? So if let's say individual executor, let's say this executor is one of your siblings, one of your family members. Do you ask for statement of account? You ask, very good. But
You have to justify how come become, no more half of it all.
Yeah, true. You can justify. But once you come up with this statement, right, how will the executor or your siblings feel?
Not trust me.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, that's why I asked for the statement.
Yeah, when you ask, you already know that the executor will say, you don't trust me. I want to pay that from my fees. As an executor, I run here, run there, no need fees. So basically, maybe the fees of 50,000, you take 100,000. Because an individual executor, for your information, they can take up to your estate, the estate of 5%. total asset of 5%. They can ask from the court, they say, hey, because I become the executor, the job is so tedious, then I request for 5% payback of my salary.
They can just take on their own.
Executor can just take, because the money is on the hand of the executor. They want to take. And like even say, whether you want to ask for the account or not, it's just that you can ask for the account, but when you ask for the account, then there will be dispute, disagreement, okay? And then not trust here, not trust there. And then the family ties will like untie just because of money. So if let's say family want to avoid these kind of things happen, whereby we can ask, but it's not that not right to ask. It's just that when we ask, we already know the consequences that the family ties will not be that strong anymore. Because you are questioning their capabilities, you are questioning their trustworthiness to ask for it. And then for individual executor, normally they don't provide or they are unable to provide this kind of information. But if let's say today you appoint a professional executor, you see the difference, all the siblings, they say, hey, we ask, because this is a third party. So we can actually, the family can tie together. They say, we want the account. We asking from the third parties. So it won't affect the family bonding. Because we are asking for third parties now. So the third parties professional, normally they will have, for sure they will have this accounting system. So they can let you know how much that they are giving to the debts and how much left. So this one just now I mentioned will actually the testator, the executor that you appoint actually outlive the testator. Either it's halfway through, he pass on, then it will be a bit mafana. Okay, so in this point, I'm not saying that you cannot appoint your individual as an executor. When you are appointing individual as an executor, you have to know whether they can fulfill this requirement. If today you are only giving out a simple bill, a simple distribution, and your beneficiary only one or two, the assets only very simple, like bank account, property also free from encumbrances. Okay, I do not have business, jewelry, I just pack it one pack, ABC, define clearly. Then, yeah, you can appoint your individual executor because there's no extra charges. But if let's say today, your estate, right, your assets, you have many properties, okay, you have business, you have so many bank accounts, so messy one, okay, and then you want to give to different beneficiary. That one, maybe you have to see whether they can do this kind of job, okay, or whether they want to do it or don't want to do. If not, then it's better for you to hire a professional. Okay? Any question?
So you mentioned the executor is like the daughter as a daughter, not free executor, right? Then can she get a lawyer or representative to do like a running?
Can. He can appoint a lawyer. That means it costs already, it costs extra. He can actually appoint. So normally, when people appoint individual as executor, normally they don't do the job one. They still appoint the lawyer to do it for him, to run the show. So when they appoint lawyer to run the show, might as well today you hire professional, then this professional help you to do everything. Because lawyer also they charge, professional also they charge. Why not you already know he or she don't have the time, you just appoint professional will do. So what your daughter need to do is that choose the executor, choose the professional team. Where you want to release the money, at what stage, right now. So you need to mafana. If let's say you know right now she already don't have time, she also will hire a lawyer. And the lawyer charges is uncertain. We do not know what is the lawyer charges. Some, they will say, won't charge you free. But upon demise, the bill come out already. No free one, no. You still have to pay these charges. It happens happens actually.
Are they subject to maximum 5%
Yes,
if charged by lawyer?
because individual executor.
Oh.
And that one individual executor, sorry, but for lawyer because they are not executor, so their charges you don't have a set of condition or set of fees. We do not know how much they charge. Normally they will charge based on property size, your wealth size of your wealth, whether how complicated is this case, and then they will charge accordingly. They don't have a set of fees. But if let's say today, for example, for rock bills or for public trustee, any trustee company, they will have a set of fees that you know upfront. How much I'm going to give. Okay, if let's say I appoint professional. But if you appoint lawyer today, later on, you appoint individual, lawyer, individual executor, then this individual executor go to appoint lawyer. Then this lawyer, they will say, hey, the wealth, 10 million, 1%. 2%. They charge based on their own discretion. There's no set of fees that government has set for them. But for professional like trustee companies, they do have this set of fees. So you already know upfront what are the fees like. Yeah? Any more questions? No, okay. So now second, what? Just now is who are we appointed, and then we focus on the executor because the executor point is very, very important. Okay? Second, normally what people will only look at what are my assets. Okay, you list down, okay, what are my assets? I have property, I have bank account, unit trust, investment, I have jewelry. Oh, this is all I want to distribute only. Then, what are your liabilities? Do you know liabilities also important when you are making an estate plan? Why is it important? Why is it important?
You come to claim.
Okay, we look at this chart, right? When a person passed on, the asset all frozen. This one is no bill, okay? We go for the bill. Okay, because basically it's the same, just that this two parts will be different. Okay? So we look at when we apply for grant of probate, we need to collect assets, and then we need to settle debts before the distribution. So that is why I say, when you plan for what are the items, instead of planning what are the assets that we have, we also need to plan what are the liabilities that we owe. What liabilities that we have normally? Mortgage. Mortgage is the, everyone have mortgages, right? Okay, most of it have mortgage. Mortgage is the one that we need to plan because if let's say this mortgage, you don't have, in the event, past 1 month, so we have these liabilities. If these liabilities we didn't clear out, we cannot distribute the assets. We cannot pass the name, transfer the title to the beneficiary. These assets have to be cleared. So it's very important to actually determine what are the liabilities that you have. And I put in here special requests. Special requests, for example, special items. This jewelry, this collectible, the watches. Particularly, I want to pass to A1. This is special request. Or these drawings, Mona Lisa portrait, I want to pass to ABC1. Or I only kept on behalf only in my house, but this one is belong to ABC1, so I need to list out. So this is basically the assets and liabilities that you have. Liabilities will focus mortgage. We have to make sure the mortgage is all cleared. If let's say not clear, right? Okay, we have to make sure when we do the estate plan, we have to have the liquidity or enough cash to cover up the mortgage. This is to ensure when we come to the distribution part, it will make the beneficiary get the asset faster. If let's say today we stuck at the liabilities, we are unable to clear the mortgage because we don't buy any MRTA, any insurance to cover up, then the beneficiary don't have the ability to reload the things, to take alone, then it will be a problem. Then you will start. So you will see some of your, maybe when some of my friends, they say, the distribution even bill per view also very small one. I say, why? Loan haven't settled. Loan no money to settle. Because they didn't plan accordingly. So when we are doing a comprehensive estate plan, we have to plan ahead. List down the liabilities that we have, okay, and then we cover it up using insurance card, using your cash, either way, okay. It's just the main purpose is to cover up so that the beneficiary take the estate in a smooth and faster manner. Credit card, most of us have credit card. So this is what we plan, what are the assets, and also what are the liabilities. Okay? So the third one is when. When are we going to distribute? When today, if let's say you are doing just a will, okay, you are distributing immediately. You don't have a control, say, hey, I want to distribute, don't want to distribute immediate cannot. Will is a direct distribution. Okay? But in the complete estate plan, you can plan either three options. Either is immediately, or you want to give them at certain age. Okay? Today, my wealth, I have so expensive wealth. Okay? If let's say my 10 million, I give them one shot. No need to work already. So the one, I give them certain age, bit by bit. At the age of 21, maybe I give 10%. I scroll out until age 50, only give all. Can or not? Can. Okay? Or I give them over a period of time. That means today I'm not give them at certain age, but a period of time. Period of time is that when upon demise, every month I give 10,000 are enough to use already. Can or not? Can be done. But this one, you are not, will alone or DIY will cannot use already. Because you have to really appoint professional to do it for you. Okay, but this can be done. So the fourth W is where. Where is the assets located? Either is located locally in Malaysia or is located internationally. Many businessmen especially, they have bank account or they have property maybe in Singapore in Thailand in Hong Kong China That one, if let's say the beneficiary do not know where to trace, do not know they have property there, then it will be a problem. Where the location of property. Second is, where do you locate your will? When you write a will or when you write an instruction, you build your estate plan, you need to let them know, let your beneficiary know where is your estate plan. Correct? If let's say you don't let them know, you write already, you put it under the table or you put it somewhere also, you own self also cannot find, then you can treat it as no will as well, as good as no will. You let them know where you keep. But don't keep in safe deposit box. You know why?
Very safe,
Don't keep in safe deposit box. Because safe deposit also you need to go to bank. Bank trace your own account to open. Because under your own name, need to apply probate first before you open. So how to open it? Start already.
Unless it's a joint account. If it's joint account, the other surviving spouse still can.
It will still depends on whether house when he open the safe deposit is either 2-party go or 1-party go can. Depends on how he design things. If let's say either party also can open, then okay lah. Second thing. And sometimes even the house safe deposit box he own self, the deceased own self know the number, you know. Don't let the children know the number. How to open? Go and explode the whole thing. Even the bill also get exploded. No use. So you have to know when you write an estate estate plan, might as well you know where to keep it safely, okay? Avoid from flood, avoid from fire, or so the last one, we see the how, 4W1H approach. So how is that your distribution method? So how you want to distribute? You want to distribute it by way of will or by way of trust? Trust can do this job. Certain age or a period of time for trust. Okay? So a good estate plan can be able to minimize your tax liabilities. It's not to say that we avoid tax liabilities, it's just that how we are going to minimize and restructure it to be cost efficient, to be tax efficient. Okay? So a complete estate plan also be able to serve incapacity planning. Because today, when we want people to execute our estate, first is that pass on. Okay, you might as well pass on now. So people need to manage our estate. But in the end, not that bad. Just do not know how to handle. Why? Dementia. Okay, first thing we do not know how to handle. Mental incapacity or physical incapacity, TPD. We do not know how to manage our own estate. And this estate mainly we say bank account or business. So if let's say we don't do this planning of transfer the rights, transfer the power to other person, so this bank account and also business will get stuck. Okay, in the event of incapacity. Because incapacity, bill also cannot open. Why? Because bill only activate in the event of death. But what if today not death, only incapacitated? So we also need to plan in the event of incapacitated. And also for those like doing business, okay, we need to plan how the business succession will be. Mainly we plan that who will be your next leader. If let's say this businessman or businesswoman no longer around, who will be the next to lead? Okay? Appointing a business successor is not like appointing, just like appointing business successor, appointing master chef, right? It's not that one day you can teach all, then he straightly know how to do it. Like you want to become a master chef also, you need to from zero start, cut the veggie first or go and pick what kind of veggie choose veggie, how to choose veggie, how to pick veggie, how to brush your veggie, everything correct? Before you can become a master chef. Same thing. When you decide who to lead for your business, right? You also need to step by step teach them how to do it. If let's say today you just say, okay now I'm not around, my son take over. But you didn't groom him from the start. So he or she also do not know how to take over. Okay? So, any questions? No? Can I continue? Now, storytelling already. Okay. So, first story I want to share with you. Okay, first story that come into my mind is this one. The legendary Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Who know what happens to her estate? You know? Okay. So Aretha Franklin, when he passed on at that point of time, he actually do not have a formal will. He passed on without a formal will. Okay. And then because of no formal will, then it create disputes among the family members. Okay. So initially, they think that she do not have a will. Initially think that no, do not have a will because they cannot find. Okay, so they say according to Michigan law, because Aretha is follow Michigan law. Okay, later I'll explain what is Michigan law. So according to the law, the estate will be distributed among his 4 sons equally. Okay, but months later, when they find dig, they found 3 handwritten will in her house. 3 handwritten will, 3 different years she wrote, appointing 3 different executors. Dated 2010, she died at 2018. So the will dated 2018 ma. So 2021, the last one is 2014. The will, handwritten will, is under his coach cushion. Just found under his coach cushion, the last one.
Oh.
But 3 will also different executor. So in lucky great disputes, disagreement, people say, among his family members, he said this handwritten will has discrepancy, difficult to interpret. Then they cause dispute. Then end up, they went to court case because cannot determine which one is true, which one is not true. Because the first one maybe appointing one son, second one different son. So they want to favor which one? Or first son say, hey, no, the first one is true one. The son 2014 appointed one and said, hey, no, the last one. Then we go to court. So when they go to court, in the end, the court actually ruled that the 2014, the will which is under the coach cushion, is a valid will. So they exercise based on 2014 will. So from the Michigan law, right, they actually recognize informal will. Okay? Even the will with scribbles, scratches on the passage, also they will recognize as the last command. So long this will is dated and signed. So this is for Michigan law. In the end, actually, because the court say that he ruled that 2014 that one handwritten, they can recognize one, so they go ahead for that. But actually, this legal battle and this ding ding dong dong went to court take for around 5 years.
Just to identify which will.
Yes. So. And during these 5 years, what can they do? They cannot do anything because when the things actually you go to court, you cannot distribute. You cannot distribute, maybe for Areca, the sons all have their own financial stability, they can have. But what if those who need this money urgently? If let's say come to legal battle also, they still need to wait. So for Malaysia, we see what is actually a valid will for Malaysia. This one is for Michigan. We are not living in Michigan, so we are not following Michigan laws. Okay? So for Malaysia, right, as a valid will, first we have to make sure the one signing the will, we call the testator. In some mind, mental not ill. If let's say today mental ill or not in sound mind, this will become not valid. First thing have to be in sound mind. Second and third thing is the same. When the testator sign, he or she have to sign in front of 2 witnesses. Okay? And when the witness sign to witness the signature of the testator, have to be in front of the testator. That means all the third parties have to be you see me sign, I see you sign to become valid. Okay? And then the witness have to be at least 18 years old. But for Sabah, it's 21 years old. But to be safe, normally I tell my client, although 18 years old, you ask 21 years old, better. Okay. But the content of the will can be written. We also recognize handwritten or typewritten in any language. But all the 5 have to be fulfilled, only we consider a valid will. And let me ask you a question now. Today, if let's say I, as a testator, I distribute my assets to my kids, both my kids equally. And today I say, hey, I don't have witness. I ask my children, come become my witness. Since you also benefit from the estate, can my children become the witness if he or she as the beneficiary. Oh, clever. So clever, yes. So the witness cannot be the beneficiary. Otherwise, his entitlement, his or her entitlement will be taken off. He will be not entitled for the assets. So whenever people want to force you to do a will, to give to him or her, they say, okay, I do lah. You become the beneficiary to make the will invalid lah. So it's a very important point. As a beneficiary, you cannot be the witness. And to be safe side, normally I will ask my client, if let's say your husband or your spouse is a beneficiary, you also don't become the witness. Because end of the day, you will still, if let's say we want to argue, still can go to court, still subject to argument. Because it's your spouse. You better ask third party to do it so. Yeah. So if let's say today, for just now Arika, if let's say he don't have will, the asset will distribute equally among his 4 sons. Okay. But for Malaysia, if let's say today you do not have a will, we also have our own distribution act. Okay. Our distribution act is that if today you are leaving 3 parties, this one is no will. Okay, you are leaving your issue spouse and parents. So you can see from this one, right? The issue, which means the children, will get the most out of it. Okay, if today on the first scenario, all the 3 parties around, so the children will get 50%. Spouse and parents get 25% each. If today only issue and spouse, issue, which is the children, also get the bigger portion. Okay, spouse will get 1/3. Okay, and further on, you can see if let's say just left only one person, irregardless of spouse or issue or something, or whoever, they will get the whole estate. What I mean is that under this Distribution Act, the legal beneficiary will be issue, spouse, and parents. So it's either 3 parties also around will be the first distribution. If let's say only 1 party left, the whole estate will belong to him or her. Okay? And what if no one left? That means this testator, when he pass on, no issue, no spouse, no parents.
Got siblings or not? Auntie, uncle.
So if let's say no one left, right? This one is issue, spouse, and parents. Okay, the first layer. Is this layer all also gone? So we will go to brother and sister first. Then grandparents, uncle, auntie, great grandparent. That one also susah. If let's say grandparents also not around, okay lah, maybe uncle, auntie lah. This one susah already lah. If let's say this one still around, very good lah. Great grandparents. Otherwise, will be a gift to the government. Yeah. This Distribution Act, right, you see, this condition also will take place. Why is it sometimes the same thing? We are able, you see, when you see all the articles, right, you will see, this property, when you want to purchase, cannot change title. Why then? Because the beneficiary first, they don't know that maybe their parents or their grandparents have bought this land under their name. But because they don't write a comprehensive one, they don't list out their assets. Okay? So people, they don't list out their assets also, they don't know where they put their title. They will left out this property, this land, okay, this title. So when you want to buy, other people want to buy and say, hey, this property, this land, the owner also don't know who. Then left there, cannot buy, cannot sell, because we cannot locate who are the real owner. So second case, Tan Sri Jamaluddin judges who have followed his no lah. Never Tan Sri Jamaluddin Judges, actually he passed on during a helicopter crash in Malaysia, helicopter crash in the year of 2015. So he passed on untimely, right, due to accident. And then he is a prominent Malaysian politician and also a businessman. Okay, a well-known businessman also. He has so many business in Malaysia and maybe overseas. Okay, and then his untimely death, right? Actually, he created disputes within his family members because of the extensive assets, including the properties and also the business. So during after his demise, right? Actually, got a few lawsuits coming to claim. Okay, the first is actually the wife, the late wife, Wan Sri Carlson. Actually, she claimed on the matrimonial properties. Okay, joined with the husband, matrimonial properties, because Tan Sri is a Muslim, so they actually can claim for matrimonial property, which means when you when both of you married, and then after married you created so much wealth, this wealth, as a spouse you can claim back, but subject to court approval also lah. But you can make this claim because it's after marriage, you and your spouse created this wealth, you build them. Okay, so the wife will actually claim for this one, cost about 2 billion for only these matrimonial properties. Okay, second, the mother come into picture. Mother claim on the actually filed a suit against the grandchildren. The mother filed a suit against the grandchildren, claiming on the bank account, because the grandchildren is handling the bank account of this disease. So
it's Jamaluddin's children.
Jamaluddin's children. But the mother of Jamaluddin claim on the bank account of it because it's handling by the grandchildren. So he filed a suit. He also want the money. He also want some control of the bank account. So she filed a suit. And at the same time, she also filed a suit. He want to claim the rights of the company stake of this disease. The mother itself want to claim the rights of 3 of his business. So the things goes on and on. Until I think this fighting and this court case, right? Actually, recently they settled out of court. Recently they settled, but it takes 8 years. 2015 until now. Why is it 8 years? 2015 he passed on, and then I think the wife only filed a suit on 2016 or 18, something like that. And then keep on got some file suits coming in. They claim different items because so many items. So in this event, right, you see when a person pass on, just like this country, he passed on, he have extensive properties, he even have a business in hand. Without a will, it's actually create so many havoc, so many disputes. I would say that I will actually segregate this one into 3 different perspectives. From the distribution perspective wise, right? If let's say he do not have a will, the distribution of the assets may not be what he wants. Appointing a leader to lead the business, because no will, so you will follow Farid law, because it's a Muslim, they will follow Farid law. May not be what he wanted also. Right, not in the distribution. On a family point of view, you see, when as a family members from birth until now, we and our family members have created so many family bondings, right? Happiness together, just because of one event, and this bonding just splashed into the water. Because of no planning, no will, you didn't decide who to give to. So everyone is actually chasing. But you look back, is it worth it? Because from born until now, you are creating, you are building your relationship your family members, with your siblings, all so close, so friends, right? We go outing together. This relationship, because of no will, just not worth it. But today, if let's say you already know what will happen, or you already foresee because of so many stories that are coming in the picture, so we just do a will. We state clearly what do we need, who do we want to give to. Then it will make things clear. And for business point of view, just now we go for distribution, family point of view. And for business point of view also, okay, because he's running his business. If let's say he didn't appoint the executor, the one who did, so people will say, the founder not around already. So we do not know who to lead. So shall we continue to give them business? Correct? Shall we continue to have relationship with them, or we go for other company? And on the day-to-day operation, business operation, making decision, who are going to decide? We do not know. Because it creates power vacuum. Power vacuum means that we do not have a founder, we do not have a next to lead. Alright, is it too heavy?
Said sorry.
Okay, I think right now we will come to a break. Okay, we will break for 15 minutes. Alright, then we will continue for other steps too. Alright, break for 15 minutes, okay?
Thank you.
Alright. Okay, right now we are looking back at another case study. This one is Tianju Can Factory lah. I think everyone also know, right? Tianju Can Factory. Okay, it's actually a giant packaging company founded by this Dato' Si Boon Tay in 1956. So actually, after his demise, right, the company is led by the brothers, okay, led by both of his sons, namely is Anthony Si and Dato' Si Teo Chuan. Okay, but actually both have different management ideas, different direction, different vision, and so ambitious and strong to lead lah. They want to lead the companies. Both also have this strong ambitions to lead. Okay, so in the end, they are, because of different direction, right? So in the end, both of them had different camp. One supported Anthony, and another one supported Dato' Si Teo Chuan. Okay, different camp. And then due to this internal fight, okay, they actually end up in the court. They say, okay, they file a suit, they file a claim, they want to liquidate the company. Because of this internal fight, both also cannot agree, okay, on the direction of the company, on the management, on the style, how is it run. So they want to liquidate. Okay. Initially, they say, okay, they file into the court, they want to liquidate for the interest of 27 shareholders. A lot, right? 27 shareholders. So the share actually will be diluted. Okay. So Anthony Si, he actually want the share to be distributed to the family members. Just distribute to the family members. But for Dato' Si Teo Chuan, he said, I don't want. I want to open in the public, sell the share, and get the cash. Okay. So the court in the end, he favored Dato' Si Teo Chuan's idea. He said, okay, we just sell the share in the public and then get the cash. But this actually attract third parties to come into picture, to take over the share because it's in public. So take over the shares and become the major shareholder. But it's not Anthony Si, it's not Dato' Si Teo Chuan, it's actually Can One. Another third party coming over to take over the share and emerge as the major shareholder. So actually, this internal fights between the two brothers, right, cost their family dearly. Because why? Because this company is supposed to be belongs as a family business. But because of the internal fight, both also cannot agree on the management style, everything. So they go to court, and then the court actually favors open in public to sell out the share, who want to take up everything, but it's not their intention. But it ends up the third party coming to grab the share and emerge as the major shareholder. So right now, it's no more family business anymore. So from this case, so what can you see from this case? What can you get the lessons learned from this case?
To simply go to court.
As the estate planning context, right? Okay. For this case, because it's a family business, and it is founded by the founder since 1956, it's a very long history of a company. Okay, a family business, and then because there's no clear direction, the founder didn't appoint who to lead. Both also so ambitious to take over, both also say, I can lead the company, right? So end up, they want to dispose of the share, so it will cause the havoc in the family business itself. Okay, of course, first thing first, they don't get they cannot inherit, cannot be the succession anymore for this Kenju. No more family business, first thing. And second, actually within this internal fighting, right, because of the public, it's a public market, okay, so internal fight can cause investor lost confidence of this company. So whether this company still can focus on their management or not, can focus on their products, can focus on their day-to-day operation. Okay, if let's say they still fighting each other, so cannot, it will affect their day-to-day operation, it will affect their family bonding, it also affect their investors' confidence. So end up, you will lose it all. Okay, but if let's say today, Kenju actually from the founder that time, he can appoint the right successor. Okay, then this problem may not be so fierce and end up in the hand of the party. So this scenario actually highlights the importance of having a clear succession plan. If let's say you know that who shall be the one to lead, then you might as well appoint them and write it down in your will or in your trust or in your business succession plan. Who actually shall lead the show? We come to this Tan Sri Dato' right? I think everyone also knows him. Okay, so as compared to the case just now, actually I see this succession planning, although it is many challenges and dispute, and there's a court case coming in, but what he do right at the first place, okay, what he do right at the first place is that he actually able to appoint a capable successor. First, among all the children, okay, he has so many children, so among all the children, he actually appoint the one that can lead the business. He already appointed at the first place. Although in between when he passed on, there's many court cases coming in, okay, and then people want to see his view people want to look at his trust why is it he's giving him to his second sons, this and that. But then it did not actually disrupt the business operation. The business still carried on. The share market still didn't fluctuate that much, okay. But it's just that the cost is ongoing but it didn't cause much havoc in the business operation itself. Okay, so I can say that for this late Tan Sri Limpoto's case, right, it's actually rather a success because what he did is he appointed a capable successor. And what he already know his direction, he adopt this strategy, one mountain, one tiger approach. Among all the family members, among all the siblings, he only appoint one. He not appointing two, but just now the case two brothers. But if let's say two brothers also have so ambitious to lead, so no one to lead, end up also nothing will happen okay. So this one he adopt this approach, one mountain, one tiger. Okay. dispute, maintain stability, and continue growth. So looking at all these scenario that we have discussed so far, okay, what can you learn from all these scenarios? In terms of context of estate planning, we have view, we have trust, we have succession, okay. So what have you learned? What can you get from Aretha Franklin, from this Tan Sri Lim Potong? What can you get? Is view an important instrument to have?
Yeah.
That's right. Because from the case of Aretha Franklin, we can know that if let's say no view, it can cause dispute, it can cause havoc, can cause up to legal battles. Okay? So a view is a must. Everyone must have a view. This one is a basic law. Okay? But a view cannot actually wrap up all your intentions, especially those cases where you have a business. You still need a business succession. Okay? And then from Aretha Franklin case, we know that once you have a view, you have to know where you keep it. Keep it properly, easily accessible to your beneficiary. Okay? So for businessmen or businesswomen out there, a view alone is not enough. Okay? Because they need to appoint who is the next to lead, so they need to appoint the successor. And this successor is not 1 or 2 days kind of cases. You can do it. Just like my explanation just now of the master chef. You want to become a chef, a head of chef, you still need to do step by step from zero to hero. So, and the last thing I can summarize is that we need to understand every family dynamics. But this one nobody can help you because you are the one the know well-versed 100% what is your family dynamics, your family attitude, each and every person, what are they capable of, what are they not capable of. And then this step that you are going to, are they going to go against your wishes? If let's say you already know upfront they are going to go against your wishes, why not you do other solution for them? Okay? Because some of my client, he like to say that, oh, I already pass on, I don't care. I just do a view, then will do. When you do a view, I say, I also cannot see what happened in the future. I just do. But you see, you actually can plan ahead. When you plan ahead, you see, first thing we have to realize, in this world, we cannot take everything reverse when we pass on. But so fortunately, already accumulated that amount of wealth, the possession that we all got. Okay? So we just do another step. The last step is that let this possession and the wealth that you build transfer out. Just like how you plan to go for a trip. Do you just backpack and then tomorrow I go Japan? Which flight? I don't know. Which place to go? I don't know. But you will plan ahead. When you go for a trip, you will plan, oh, okay, I want to stay on this hotel, how many days? I visited, for past 10 days, I can visit how many places. Okay? Plan for view, plan for estate is the same. Okay? You just plan, who do I want to distribute to? The beneficiary. Who can lead as an executor? Okay? Who I want to appoint as a guardian? And then where are my assets? Where are my liabilities? You just picking up. It's very easy. Sometimes, like for example, for the Kianju case, people like to give equal. They say, this property, even though it's a business, I say equally, all my business equally to all my kids. 3 kids, 4 kids, equally. But then if let's say everyone also want to live equally, doesn't mean best. You have to know if let's say 4 children, 4 business, might as well you give 1 to each. But end up, you still need to understand your family. What's your attitude? What is their attitude? What's the dynamic? Okay? Whether is it okay that I give? this kind of planning to them. So just now for what we learned, will alone, do you think is enough?
Not enough.
Not enough. Will actually is not enough, true. What you say, that means you learn something at least from the first session. Okay, will is never enough. So we look at what a will can do. Okay, what are will shortfalls? What are the shortfalls a will have? And then what can be counter offer? Okay, from the will. So from this morning until now, right, we can see when we do a will, we need to apply for probate. Okay, probate, then we need to pay debts, then we distribute. This process actually easily takes you 1 to 2 years, provided there's no legal battle, there's no dispute, nobody fighting for the wealth, nobody fighting for the estate, 1 to 2 years. Okay, and provided your assets and your liabilities are well known of, but by your beneficiary. Otherwise, they want to dig here, dig there also, this take times. And then very important thing is that for will, only activate upon death. So what if today not death? Not death, for example, if today this person only coma, TPD, dementia only, okay? Can the will take effect? No, like for example, MH370, the plane just gone missing like that. If let's say, can the will take effect? If he only have a will? No, if let's say he only have a will and only incapacitated or missing in action, so without a trust, that means you don't transfer the power for other people to take over the asset, to manage and distribute for you, the wealth will be stuck, the asset will be stuck. Even today you have a will only. Okay? So and most important, why just now I give you so many real case scenario? Why we know so many real case scenario? Because for a will, everything is disclosed. When you do a will that time, the will is actually private and confidential. When we write that time, we cannot let people know how I distribute. But when the will open, everyone can know. Okay? Everyone know what your assets are, your debts are. You just need to go and extract it. That's why we know what happens to Tan Sri Jamaludin case. We know what happens to Tan Sri Limlotong case. Because we know. But if let's say you see Tan Sri Limlotong, he got trust or he got set up trust. But inside the trust, how he distribute, we do not know. Because trust is private and confidential. So we do not know what is the distribution manner. But for will, everything is extra out. Okay? So need to go through probate. That means for the will to come to the distribution state, it still need to fulfill these 2 requirements. And for the probate itself, it still needs about 3 to 6 months to get the probate, provided your assets, debts are fully accessible by the beneficiary. Otherwise, if let's say they still need to dig the asset, needs to dig the debts, then the probate will take longer time. Pay debts, your filing or income tax, how many mortgage you have, how many credit card debts you have, okay? That one, if let's say you don't list out properly to your beneficiary to let people know, then your debts didn't pay properly, also there's a problem. It will cause delay also. And easily contested. Why? Because if let's say today, one of your family members said, oh, okay, I want to contest. My father write the will not in some way. Or my father write a will, I don't like, the beneficiary is not me. 100% I don't get. So I want to contest. When contest, everything stop off. Cannot go through already.
Can contest like that?
Of course, contest not easily that you can contest. But what I say is that once they contest, they say, I want to contest on the validity of the will. So if let's say they contest already, you cannot move on because once they contest, you cannot distribute. Still need to hold. Okay? So possible wealth dilution. How does this happen? Wealth dilution is that when we go through probate, when we go through pay debts, if let's say your mortgage, your income tax filing, everything does not done properly earlier, or your mortgage still have so much debts to pay, and you didn't have any insurance or cash to cover back, then you will dilute your wealth because need to pay debts first. So it's a lump sum payout. Lump sum payout, that means for a will, if you write a will, the distribution will be one lump sum. But just now when we touched that time, we said that a well-planned estate plan, you can actually give them away, not in lump sum, not only in lump sum, we can give away by age, or we can give away bit by bit, by monthly distribution, monthly contribution, or yearly contribution. Okay? So I actually short out for the main shortfall in will writing. I call it tax shortfall. Okay? Why I call it tax shortfall? You can see for will writing, first, time consuming. As I say, we need time. Okay? And you have to ask whether, if let's say you just do a will, your beneficiary can wait another 1 to 2 years. Can they wait? Wealth distribution can wait. Can they wait for financial, if let's say they still need financial, can they wait? Can they wait for so long? No income. If let's say today you still commit on mortgage, you still commit on their living expenses, their maintenance. One day not around, they still need to wait, and then some more got contest. So they will all get stuck. Okay? So this is the thing that you need to consider. Time. Do they have the time to wait for the wealth to be distributed? Okay, this is the shortfall when you only do a will. Second, we call it expose. A will, if let's say you want everything to expose to public, then you just do a will. Okay? But will cannot say, hey, I want to keep it confidential. Even when I pass on, I want to keep it confidential. Can or not? Not. Is everything exposed? Unless you want people to know, nobody will know how much debts Tan Sri Limotong will have. Nobody know actually Jamaludin also got so much expensive wealth. And then up to one extent because he exposed now. Right now we know, matrimonial properties already cost 2 billion. Then total how much? We already know why? Because already exposed. But today, if let's say he said, upfront I already did the trust. Okay? I pass on all the things that inside the trust to my wife or to my children. How much amount of the trust that they pass in, public will not know. It still remains private information. Only the beneficiary will know. Okay? And then D stands for dilution. Dilution, just now I mentioned, dilution is that when the debt is not managed properly. Just like you didn't put any property, you have nowadays people have so much mortgage loan. Okay? And this mortgage loan, normally they will buy only 5 years MRTA, and then 5 years later, no more MRTA. For example, your loan amount 1 million. First thing first, they will buy because to get a cheaper interest rate. They say I only buy 5 years. But 5 years, 1 million, once they dilute, after 5 years, no more coverage. But it's not a bank. But after 5 years, only pass the rate. Still left 800,000, 700,000, still have to bear. But this one, if you don't cover the shortfall, this amount will bear by your beneficiary. Okay, wealth dilution. The second is therefore shortfall in will writing. Once, if you only have will, you only cover that. It didn't cover other than that. Okay, and will cause dispute. When the amount, whether big or small, But if let's say a substantial amount of wealth, normally you will call this bill. People, everyone still want to grab the money. Okay? So we see there's a dispute in the there's a shortfall in the bill, we call it tax shortfall. With this tax shortfall, we come into this called trust. Okay? Trust can actually cover the shortfall inside the will. That what will cannot do, a trust can do. Okay? For example, first thing, just now will we only cover death, but in the event of TPD lah, comma lah, disappearance lah, it didn't cover. And what if death? If let's say you want to give, you have financial obligation, alright? Living expenses, you are the one paying. Mortgages, you are the one paying. Okay, maintenance for children, you are the one paying. So this kind of maintenance, living expenses, right? It won't stop because of the person passed away. You try 6 months, didn't pay your loan, and you tell the bank say, oh, this one because we already passed on, we still need time. The bank will wait for you or not?
Lay long.
They will start laying off, start laying off the property already. So if let's say, in the event like that, right, for that also the trust can cover because the trust can straight away, you give the power of attorney to the trustee company, they will have the power to take over your bank account. Okay, inside the trust instruction, you tell them, oh, okay, you continue to pay my monthly expenses first, continue to pay my mortgage first, okay, while waiting for the probate to come into picture, waiting for the distribution. Okay, trust, one of the function, it can actually cater for the period when you get the probate, while you want to get the probate, okay, he can actually take over your bank account first, okay, to give all the monthly expenses, living expenses, help you to pay the loan. So, great what? Great certainty and peace of mind for your family member first. Because when a person passes on, the family member will in very depressed state, very emotional. Still many things, maybe they don't want to work on it first. Okay? But if let's say you already set up this one, within 1 month, the bank account already transferred to the trustee company to help you pay these expenses, at least your family member can have a relief for the short period of time. Slowly they do, but not that immediate urgent they need to do. Because the payment and the mortgages still cover. So, create certainty and peace of mind. Okay? So, distribution faster, I already mentioned, because the trust within 1 month, you can actually take up the money to extract. And what about for those businessmen? Like for businessmen, right? Businessmen or businesswomen, those who are doing business, you ask them to wait for the will, just to transfer the company share within 1 year, can or not? Why cannot?
1 year not so short. Just now you will also you say 1 to 2 years. So the thing can transfer shares of in 1 year.
Transfer share, if let's say within 1 year transfer, you as a businesswoman, 1 year transfer this share to the beneficiary can work. Do you think is it fast or slow?
Slow.
Any disruption?
Yeah. Worse is the beneficiary do not know how to manage the business.
Yes, correct. First thing, your beneficiary may not want to manage your business. Okay? Let's say you transfer to your beneficiary is below the age of 18. So, who want to lead the company? You still need to rely on the management. But the management might as well set up the new business, either than helping your beneficiary to earn the salary, to earn the income, correct? And it also disrupt your day-to-day business operation. Because major decision, opportunity comes, you want to acquire new business, also cannot be done. because the share transfer gets up.
Signing document.
Signing document, everything cannot out. Maybe salary also you need to wait. So for those like doing business, right, they should have a trust. Okay, transfer their company share over to other parties first, and then let other things which can wait, you put inside the will. Cannot wait, you need immediate attention. For example, bank account to settle all your financial obligations. Okay, company shares to continue the business operation. That one you need trust. Later on, I will share some more case studies. Okay, we will do a discussion. See whether you all understand or not. Okay, what is the will and trust? Okay, control distribution. Why? Because trust you can control either when to pay. It's not paying by one shot. You can control when to pay, and you can control how much they get. You can preserve your wealth as well. You are not giving them one shot. Because, you see, when the wealth is substantial, or we don't say substantial, when we are not substantial also, but first thing first, we leverage on our insurance, maybe we buy insurance, okay? At my life, I can buy a 5 million insurance coverage, but I'm not rich. But with a small amount of money, I can buy a 5 million insurance coverage with a small amount of premium. Then I bought. Okay, but this 5 million, if let's say one off, I give to my children, two children, one children, 2.5 million. We don't say children, we ask yourself, today you inherit 2.5 million, what will you do?
Spend lah.
Spend on
Holiday.
holiday, right? Do you go and look for financial advisor? Can you help me to
Don't want. I
spend?
spend.
Spend easily, you will spend it off, right? So you will left nothing more because you don't plan. But then today, if let's say I know I already left 2.5 million each to my children, I know that for me, if let's say I inherit that much, right, also I do not know how to plan. So I don't expect them know how to plan because they're still small. So why not I just give them bit by bit? If let's say they don't need that much, every month I give them 5,000, okay, 5,000. So 5,000 is still a long way to go. I preserve them. And then when they get married, I give them one basket. If they get children, one more basket. If they want to venture into new business, okay, now you request from the trust. I will give you. So you can prolong your financial support to your family members, especially to your children. Because support, as of now, right, when we are around, every day we give support. They say they want this, they want that, okay, we support them. Financially we support, emotionally we support, physically we also support. But then one day we're not around, now you give that all back. We want to preserve. Okay, and then this one remain private and confidential for trust. No need court order or probate, because for trust, right, you see, the arrow is like that. Direct trust, you set up, and then once the trigger event happens, which means these few trigger events, then you will directly to your beneficiaries. Okay, no need to go through the probate process, pay debts, okay, no need. And then, okay, creditor proof, we will dig further, we want to know further, okay, but because right now, today this course is not for creditor proof, and no contest cost. No contest cost, that means just now, when we do a will, we can contest one. But for trust, it's not contestable. Okay? Once trigger event happens, you take the bank account, you just distribute. It cannot be contested. Okay? Okay, and then you may have a questions or say, hey, should I give away now or by stages? Which one is better? We just look at some case studies. No, this case study. This one real news. Anyone else? You know what? This one, you see, 18-year-old Taiwanese S. Is this one? it. Because he inherit so much no asset from the father. So elder line is the father, which is passed on. Okay, married the mother, and born out younger line. And then the father passed on, leaving a huge inheritance for this young guy. Okay, and this young guy, don't know why, days later after the father passed on, okay, he being siphoned being treated I don't know sweet talk from this one called Mr. Sia. And for your info before I further proceed do you know that Taiwan they acknowledge that means LGBT means that kind of marriage. Right now Thailand also have approved so Taiwan also so this Mr. Sia sweet talk this younger life, he said we get married and then they go to find witness in the supermarket like 7-Eleven she came out they go and find witness and then sign on the marriage and then straight away married already married with this Mr. Sia and then also died with him. This Mr. Sia didn't die this younger life died already after married with Mr. Sia. And then it's day after the marriage to an older man. This Mr. Sia from the news source, right? News source. Actually, this Mr. Sia and the father actually very close. He knows how much assets that his father had. So that's why I don't know what sweet talk that he talked to this younger life, and then makes him willing to sign up to get married. And then after that, pass away. Just after the signing of the marriage, So do you see this is true love? Or is it because of inheritance? So just now we said, all the while we mentioned that if let's say inheritance, okay, we give them one child, they don't know how to manage. This is one point. Second point, if let's say we give them too much too soon, then you will expose them to danger. This is the real case that this guy is being exposed to danger. And to be true, he passed on. So sad.
Then got follow-up story on this one. What happened to Sia?
They are still investigating actually. They are still investigating. But I think this one is a very sad story. And from these articles, you can know that giving them too soon also not very good, good move. Because it's really exposed them to danger. This one is danger, but what if people know you inherit so much wealth? They say, oh, okay open business this and that So everything also got this open business or this one cannot make money close. $500,000. This one, okay go invest to here, there. Cryptocurrency, younger person right now like to invest crypto. 500,000, crypto, no more. So this 500 here, 500 there, 500 easily can just go off go fast, your inheritance, and then back to square. If let's say, if let's say lucky, then you can restart again. If let's say unlucky, You see this one, this is another one. This one also husband been killed in Changi Airport. Okay, 2012. And then you see when he passed on, right, he got back insurance, 2.7 million RM. Singapore is 1 million. But because of do not know how to manage the asset, okay, also gone broke. It's just 1 year. Today 1 million, how long can we use it? If let's say he know how to manage properly, for sure this 1 million can last the family longer. First one. Second, if let's say the disease already know ahead, they don't know how to manage. Might as well don't give one shot. Okay? Set up a trust, give them bit by bit, because you see so many young children. If let's say you give them bit by bit, they still continue to do their living expenses, and then they won't spend rigorously, right? They spend bit by bit, okay, but every month they still come in the money. Today you spend off, this month you spend off, next month I still have. No? You see, this Lydia something, this one he did a very good job, because he set up a trust. Once he set up a trust, you see he inherited her daughter inherited 16 million from $4 the money said. But actually he managed to because he didn't use up the money, because he didn't give her one shot, he just give her enough to cover her living expenses. So that if the daughter want extra, he need to work it up on her own, based on her own effort. So end up, actually, I think her daughter is well brought up, because of her mother direction. Is well brought up because she didn't give everything to her. So you want this kind of arrangement, or you want this kind of arrangement to happen to your family? But the good thing is that we can decide right now. But the bad thing is that people don't want to make arrangement. They know, but they just don't want to arrange. But this one is just one step ahead. Right now, already have the wealth. We just plan how do we want to distribute it. Don't let it wasted just like that. You say this one can last for how long? Of course, you can argue this one very huge inheritance, of course they can last. But bigger wealth, bigger expenses, smaller wealth, also smaller expenses, also it can last one, anyhow. So, I urge you all to actually utilize the trust structure, because trust structure can help us to preserve and also to protect our beneficiary from danger. Just now, the one I mentioned. Okay? So, right now, we go for case studies. Case studies, ready? Ready for case studies? After learning so long. Try. Each case studies, maybe I'll give you all about 10 to 15 minutes. You all try to work it out. What are the possible solutions that this person might have? Okay? Then later on we discuss. Okay? The first scenario, this is a family with young children. Okay? Since only 3 of you, so 3 of you can discuss. Okay, what are the possible solutions that this family should have? Then, after that, we will do some discussion on that. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
The young children is how young?
Young children is below age 18.
Oh, okay. So means we need to do solution.
Yeah, solution, possible solution. Either is will trust
So we need to discuss. Family.
Young children, will and trust.
Combine. other one is other website is just now Liv mentioned about guardian.
Oh.
Means the will need to make sure there's a guardian appointed lah.
Take care of the children.
Yeah, in case.
And substitute. And not to give up in one lump sum.
Cannot also.
Yeah, then too young.
So have to trust. So trust is for their living expenses.
Education.
Who will be taking the money for them, for the children? It's trust, right? Then who will take the money? So called withdraw money, like let's say we say we want to give them lump sum every month, money allowance.
Find the right trustee.
Trustee, not guardian, right?
Guardian. Trustee manage the money. Guardian take care of the daily affairs.
You leave the for young children, let's say we say we want to give them money then who will be the one withdraw the money for the children? How to claim the money? Because they are
The
young.
guardian will claim the money.
Guardian take the
Claim.
money.
But if the guardian claim the money, if let's say you appoint, normally we will actually, we will appoint professional trustee parties to help them to control the money. So if let's say the guardian, they will claim on basis. Okay, for living expenses maintenance of course we don't have a set of, everyone also have bill billing, we don't have so we don't track on billing but we will track on average income. For example, normal average person use how much for their expenses. If I say for example, these children's normal average income, normal one they use about 3,000 for their money. Okay, so if let's say the guardian claim 3,000, the trustee company still give her. But if let's say this family, these children, he claim 10,000 more, then you have to justify why the money expenses are living expenses. The averagely people claim 3,000, you claim 10,000. You have to justify what happened. Why is this child used that much? If let's say with bills, like for medical expenses, you have bills say you provide bills. Then if let's say you want education, like for example daycare, we send him to very expensive daycare. We send him to like drawing class also go ballet also go violin also play these kind of things. So you have record one receipt. Okay, you give us the receipt, give to the trustee company will pay. So this is what we mentioned just now, right? We have this professional executor. We have two. One is professional, one is individual. So if we go for professional one, we can actually restrict everything we go by billing, itemized billing, itemized. So it won't drop in the hand of guardian. But if let's say today you are an individual executor and also guardian is also one of your executor, sometimes guardian and executor for normal case they will put the same one. So when guardian get hold of the money, right? So if you will not know whether this money is spent to your children or not.
So best is to split executor
So
and guardian different people.
Best is to split, and when you have young children at time, it's best you hire professional to do it for you. Because professional is the one hold your money. Okay, so the guardian want to take money can you take the money from the professional or by itemized, so you won't actually see this money can use solely to the benefit of your beneficiary. It won't use up for any other things. You see some real experience is that when the guardian, you appoint them as a guardian, they help you to take care of the children, everything. But then the money, if let's say under their control, right, they also have their children. When this money support your children, also support my children, how? It actually will happen, it's just that we don't know in details. But you see from stories from like Cantonese movie, everything it end up he support the money is to support his own children, and the children that he become the guardian, right?
Don't get the
Don't get benefit. You can use this 4W1H approach. Still remember 4W1H?
The children,
beneficiary is the children. Who
guardian,
and the guardian.
separate person. Professional executor. When to give staggeringly before 18 staggeringly
After 18 seconds also can. If they don't know how to manage money yet.
until after university.
Better.
Once they got out to work, then
Be able to more mature.
where is what? Where is it? Where to put the new
Where to keep the will? Not under the couch. 2014 will.
in the executor, professional, the will, right? Okay, whoever that is managing the will have to be kept. Where what? Location, asset. Asset.
Or got the list down where are the assets. The banks, the
Items what our asset to be.
and need to include liabilities. What to give.
I think is the most important is the money. If you got property, then better liquidate or keep the house for them to stay.
Keep the house okay and use others to pay for expenses.
But if let's say not enough money, so the executor can sell the house. Then the children might not place to stay.
Then, yeah, very good questions. So if let's say why we plan for our estate first thing we need to see when we plan for our estate, we need to see our total wealth. Okay, so is this wealth they can cover liabilities? So when we plan estate, right, we have to make sure that the wealth that we have, if let's say we have 5 million, we have that. But if let's say our liabilities also 5 million, then how much we give to our beneficiary? Zero. So when we plan for our estate, instead of distributing our wealth is one thing, but then you can have a clear picture how much wealth you have. You can list out because when you plan for estate, you already know how much wealth you have. You have to list out the assets. Okay. best is that you list out also your value lah. For sure you will know your own value. Okay? Then you have to know how much liabilities under your care. If let's say this example of 5 million minus 5 million zero, so nothing left.
Nothing to plan on.
Nothing to plan. Yeah, but yes, you're right. But right, you see, you already know you have 5 million debts, ma. So these debts can be covered using what? Either your liquid cash or liquid cash If let's say your bank account, you can cover already 5 million minus 5 million, just that you left nothing to them only. And then they still need to pay for probate fees extra negative. So if let's say you don't want liquid cash to pay, you buy insurance to cover up your expenses, your debts.
If let's say the liabilities debt is house, right? And then they don't have enough to pay. So they don't want the house can so that they don't want the liability.
They don't want the house. You ask the bank to
just
sell
sell.
off.
Can
You ask the executor to help you to sell. But you said to sell off one property is how long? First, to sell off a property, you need a buyer. And then, is it easy to find buyer nowadays? Not easy. Then, your property needs to go under valuation. For example, today, you buy the property is 1 million. You loan 800K. And this property, if let's say depreciate to 800K, or it depreciate to 700, you still owe back 100,000. Minus 100,000, you still need to pay off.
just lay long saja. Don't want the house.
Then they got another cover
No,
loan.
in loan, right? If let's say the amount
Means
is
the loan is still there.
the loan, you still need to fork out 100,000 to pay off the loan. Because
They
the
don't
loan
want
is
to pay
one
off.
off.
They say I don't want to pay off. I don't want the house.
Start.
Okay.
That means they cannot
The-
inherit the
You
house.
see,
anymore.
when we plan for our view, right? View ma. So what we do, we get probate first, So after we get probate, we pay debts, So right now you're already stuck in the debts, So debts you're not able to pay, Then what else to distribute to your beneficiary?
If they don't
That's-
pay the let's say they don't.
Okay, they don't pay.
They don't
The
pay.
beneficiary no need to pay the debts. It's just that nothing left to your beneficiary. Okay, for your info, right? Beneficiary no need to cover the debts of the deceased.
So that means that 100,000 the young children don't need to pay.
No need to pay. But it's just that
They
nothing
cannot
left to
own the
you.
house.
They cannot own the house.
But they still have cash. If let's say they got bank.
No. You see, we come back to the process, You still need to pay debts, If let's say, right, your debts 100,000, the bank say, okay, your loan amount is 800, now sold off 700,000, you still need to pay 100,000. If your estate still got 100,000, mati, you also need to pay.
Oh.
If your provider, your estate, 100,000 no more, then no need to pay, your beneficiary no need to pay.
Means they still have to use the cash to pay off
Yes.
the 100K.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure. So, in estate planning, it is important when you list out your assets, you list out your liability, then you will know clearly how much you left for your
How
beneficiary.
the bank will know that they got money or not?
You like it to can see one your estate from the executor.
They receive the probate.
They receive the
copy of
probate,
the-
also they will. You cannot simply as an executor, right? You cannot simply say no money to pay. That proves to me, you see bank cannot be so stupid one. You tell him no money, he say no money, okay, never need to pay. No one. They look at black and white. So when they look at black and white, they want financial statement of your view your total net worth You confirm to me you have nothing to pay So no need to pay because I cannot get from the beneficiary End up you just sell off my property, you get the balance only You write off the others But then if let's say you have money to pay, then you still have to pay. Because for the bill, you still need to pay that. But if let's say today I say, okay, from the valuation I got 800K. But for your wealth, right, I got loan but I got bank account. Inside I got 500K. But this bank account, right, I do a trust. This trust need to pay the loan.
Oh, still need to pay
Still need to pay. I ask you. I ask you, still need to pay. If I say this 500,000 in the bank account, I put inside the trust already.
No need to pay because it's not part of the estate.
Yeah. So that is why we call how we manage the whole estate plan. When you put inside the trust, they don't need to pay already. Not to say we run over from the loan, it's just that basically the bill inside is bankrupt bill already. There's nothing for them to get back.
If let's say beside bank or you said insurance, I heard insurance no need to pay that.
Yeah, insurance,
That free.
that free directly, insurance and EPF.
So if they got money right from there and don't want to pay the 100K, can means the bank cannot take from the insurance money.
The bank also, we say the creditor only can redeem whatever the creditor can redeem only from the estate. If let's say the estate already bankrupt, they cannot get from the beneficiary one. Just now your question is that the beneficiary said, I don't want this property. Don't want that, nothing to pay back, nothing to pay back. Unless you say
but they
one
still
bank.
can keep the money for
This
from
money can
insurance and
insurance and EPF, no need to pay that. Straight away to the beneficiary.
Okay. Yeah, because they said you said if you cannot pay that using your cash, or you cannot get the money, you still have to pay off the loan unless the money is number one you go to trust, or if the money is insurance or EPF. So means the saving all put under EPF lah.
What's saving?
That's my saving, right? I put inside the EPF.
Okay, for EPF, right, yearly right now you can inject 100,000 everyone. You inject 100,000
Yeah.
And
so that they cannot claim my money ma. And I said I don't want the house I said okay lah, it's okay, you don't need the house when I die. Then because got two houses for example, you don't need to have to pay off all both houses ma. I just so-called surrender one lah. Pay off the other one.
This is your idea ma. But your family want or not?
Tell them lah, ask them.
No
choice hello, this is my property, I buy for you, you still have to ask me. I still have to talk to you. I decide, then you just take it or leave it.
See, if there's 100,000 loan in the house, there's 100,000 in EPF, then the 100,000 take it to spend. What for?
Precisely, that's why I said all my cash, whatever cash extra, better put in EPF, so that if they cannot touch the EPF money to pay the loan, so then to let they long the house lah. Betul tak?
Betul, boleh
ya?
Boleh dilakukan.
Yeah. I got solution already.
But then your solution is that we assume this property depreciate in value, no? But normally when you buy the property we don't say now you buy If the property already 5 years, 10 years, right? For sure the value normally will appreciate It's not depreciate So when appreciate, right, you want the property or you don't want? For sure you
so
want.
let the executor decide lor. If let's say after valuation got profit, then okay lor. If let's say very low value, I don't want lor. Can do the valuation first. Because really subject to the market price at that point of time
Yes,
we also cannot. We also do not know what is going to happen that time.
This is one of your solution But another solution, why don't you buy insurance to cover all your property debts? Then they will have more They have the property, the extra one, they can spend because insurance one, for sure you buy extra one.
Actually, my uncle cannot buy insurance.
Oh.
Got problem.
Mm.
Cannot buy. That's why I'm helping to things that idea.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, because cannot buy my insurance reject his application.
But insurance got many type of insurance. How about those that do not need to do medical checkup?
I don't know. Got such thing?
But you can go to find out with your financial advisor. There's some insurance that you do not need to do medical checkup. Or maybe you can try some online one.
Alright.
Those who do not need to do medical checkup. Because I do not know how severe is your uncle case is. Okay, we are talking after the meeting. But that's a solution. We can help him to it. Okay, to help them, to help your uncle actually manage the wealth and the assets and the liabilities. So how to work with it? If let's say you say, oh, Marty also cannot buy insurance, then might as well you sign up a trust. The bank account straight away go first.
But they say trust very expensive.
Put into EPF, no?
EPF, you are giving them one shot. Correct?
Cannot
EPF cannot be 100,000 your EPF. If let's say your uncle is working right, as an employee, easily more than 100,000 he have inside the EPF. If let's say he working more than 10 years, 20 years, if let's say a management level or something, I think easily will be 500,000 above, easily 1 million. When compounding interest.
Minor cannot take lah.
Minor cannot take out. If let's say he have minor, then EPF won't be the solution for him already. Because EPF, if let's say you are still minor, so the money go where first?
EPF?
Keep up. EPF to
Keep first.
keep first. So if let's say the minor use cannot use, it's still stuck. But if let's say EPF for your info, EPF cannot go into the trust. Trust cannot. Trust only can accept bank account, at least investments.
But pay out already, die already, pay out also cannot go in.
For the EPF, if let's say you have money in the EPF, you put inside the will, you set up testamentary trust, and on the EPF side, you void on the nomination first. Because once you void on the nomination, because when you put in the nomination is final, the EPF will get stuck. The money cannot out. The beneficiary also cannot benefit. But if let's say you void on the nomination, okay, this EPF money will straight away put inside your will. But you don't want to give them one shot because it's still young. So you set up what you call testamentary trust, which is inside the will, only can cover on death. This one can cover not death. Trust different. Testamentary trust different. Testamentary trust is blend inside the will itself. So only can cover upon death. But if let's say for your uncle's scenario is that he want to cover, he just want the money to be out to reserve for his family. So he can cover two things. One is that the bank account maybe he put into the trust to cater for the shortfall first. While waiting for the probate, the family members still have the living expenses and maintenance to carry on. Okay? EPF, because it's inside the testamentary trust, inside the will, okay, still need to go for probate to pay debts. Only can use one. But we don't want to give them one shot, we still put into the testamentary trust. And don't forget, this one, if you have only cover them, will one inside the will, testamentary trust. This trust can cover other than that. If let's say there's a minor, and in the event of incapacitated, or suddenly missing when sitting inside the plane, then this trust is very useful to help them solve their living expenses.
But missing one has to be some certain time, right? Otherwise, I purposely go and hide.
No. Inside your trust, right, you can put that instruction. When if let's say missing 30 days, Normally we put 30 days, or you put 60 days or 90 days. You see, MH370 is a very, very rare case. But what we see, let's say newspaper, right? People go and hiking, suddenly also will go missing.
Yeah.
Not say very frequent, but it happens frequently compared to like MH370, which is very, very rare. Okay? But gone missing during hiking or somewhere like that, got a few cases. So in that case, how? So, but you also don't want this power to transfer to the third party so fast. So we put in 30 days, also 60 days, 90 days, upon based on your own discretion. You want it 60 days, we put it 60 days. So 60 days upon what? Upon police report.
From that day.
Police report onwards. Okay? Then the trust calculator police report today. So 60 days from now. So your family members can get the money already. Can start distribute everything. Have to plan properly.
If it's a kidnap case, they purposely, let's say, the family member know he got a lot of money, kidnap him for 60 days, if so happen they know, and then after kidnapping, then money will come out already, then after that release him back, then how,
Then he can get back the.
can get back the money, or can stop the trust or not?
For the trust, right, the money come out, it's not giving them one shot, bit by bit, Trust got trust instruction, If let's say inside your trust instruction, you already mentioned, okay, for maintenance, living expenses,
Won't get much, right? What you are saying.
It won't get much because it's already stated there. Inside, when we get the money, the instruction already state it's only pay for maintenance, living expenses, or children education. That's all. So there's no lump sum payout. Provided you put in an instruction, it does say I be kidnapped. You can if you want to put, okay, one lump sum payout. How much? If let's say you see the kidnap condition for you yourself is very high, then we can put up. Otherwise, when the instructions stated clearly, normally will cater for these three types only. Other than these three, right, the trust cannot distribute, simply distribute the money out. Other than the instruction that you already give. Unless you give this instruction. In the event we don't say kidnap, in the event circumstances happens, right, my family member need to use a lump sum of money with the agreement of all beneficiary, the money can be redeemed or something like that. We can state that. We can. No, you have to state clearly inside your instruction.
Not talk to trust.
Cannot, because the trustee only will act according to the wishes and according to the trustee. Nothing in the trustee stated we cannot act anything. Okay? So come back to this one. So any solution for this?
Follow your 4H1, 4W1H approach. So we have to identify who will be the executor and the guardian. Better not the same person.
And that's better be a professional than individual as executor because it's minor.
Okay.
And then
You look very well. Understand. Okay. So first, executor. Okay, so we appoint professional executor. So we still need to appoint guardian because this children is underage one. Guardian, no? Okay, so guardian with executor cannot be the same preferably But if let's say some they want to be the same also, you cannot force them So cannot have to be. This is requirement. Cannot say like that It's based on their intention What we will do, we will just advise them. When they come to us with their concerns.
Mm.
Then we will just state, oh, okay, with this concern and with this solution that you want to go for, this is your consequences.
Mm.
And you can accept these consequences, you can proceed. If you cannot accept, then we amend. Huh? Then, so in what scenario for this family with children, what kind of scenario that they need to cater for?
Either one die or both die. Parents, I mean.
Parents.
DPD, just now you what? Missing incapacity, coma.
Missing, no?
Actually, you're very well versed and very good already. So, correct, first thing we appoint an executor. Okay, we need to appoint, if let's say for children, with family with young children normally we will suggest them to appoint professionals. Because first thing, their family members, because you see, their executor, normally we go for first round, first maybe spouse. Spouse will be the executor. If let's say they don't want to pay, okay? But then if let's say spouse also, because of they need to take care of the children, they have no time to become the executor, might as well you appoint professional. But for those who want to save on the cost, because professional they will charge more. Those who want to save on the cost will appoint spouse at the first one now. Spouse will do the job. Okay? The second one will be the professional. Will do the job. If let's say they are spouse also, they don't know how to run here and there one. Okay? Might as well you hire professional. Okay? So second thing is appoint the guardian. So appoint a guardian for parents and for family. Normally we ask them to appoint the same guardian. Because you see, for parents, parents got husband and wife. So husband appoint guardian A, the wife have to be appoint guardian A also. If let's say husband appoint guardian A, wife appoint guardian B, so in the end, two pass on, guardian A act or guardian B act, we do not know. We cannot confirm. So both have to appoint the same guardian. And this guardian, the best is that this guardian close to your children is better. Because they know how to treat your children. Okay? So you have to plan also because family with young children. First thing you have to plan upon them. Okay, this one, asset. How many assets you have versus how many liabilities you have. So is to ensure that the family got the assets it's not wealth dilution. You won't dilute your wealth.
Make sure got
Because,
money.
because at this part, right, estate planning part, you already plan ahead. So you're not only state who to get what. You already know your asset, your liability. You're very clear that how much debts that you are like leaving behind for them. So right now you still can counter check on your debts. You still have the solution to pay off your debts. So might as well do it. Okay? So you have to know on how by stages because it's still young children. So in the event they pass on before the age of 18 and they cannot inherit, so we have to give them bit by bit. So normally my children, my client planning, normally is that, for example, age 21, he give 50%. Age 25, maybe this one he give 20% first, 25. Okay, this one he give another 25%. So age 30 then, he give it all 50% balance. So for client, he said, okay, age 21, how you use up, also you only use up by 25%. You wait until another 5 years. Because I give you use 25%, but you didn't do it well. You wait for another 5 years, you get another 25% from me. Okay? Second chance already. If let's say this second chance also you cannot do well, never mind. Another age 30 already, should be mature. And then because of wrongdoing for these two, also learn a lesson, I believe. So on the age 30, I give you all. So by the age 30, you say, hey, age 30 also don't know how to use, hopeless already. So you have to take care of your own. This one is first off. Second one, my client said we give them bit by bit every month. Every month, you see, don't give them too much because they will not doing nothing. Sit there and wait for your money only. You give them every month maybe enough to cover their living expenses. Only enough to eat McDonald's maybe or mama. If let's say they want to eat extra, then they have to work out on their own. So every month how much you want to give depends on you. Okay? So do you notice that from this step also, right? When you know how much to give, you also know when you cover, okay, every month I will give 5,000. So how much you need to support them? 1 year, 60,000. How long you want to support? You want to support them for 10 years? Is how much? 600,000. So at least you have 600,000 in your planning. If let's say you don't have, go find Go buy insurance it's the cheapest way to prolong, not to prolong to multiply your wealth is the cheapest way. If let's say you don't have. Okay. So this one is for children How much spouse Spouse normally we say, oh okay, I also support 10K 120,000 right? Then 10 years, 1.2 million. So make sure inside you have 1.2 plus 600 equals to 1.8 million. To just support their maintenance and their living expenses. So from a well estate plan, right, you actually can plan and you know ahead roughly how much they need. And you go and find this money. Where you want to find this money. It's up to you. Either you cash you already have, then it's very good. If let's say cash inside also you don't have, you go and buy insurance. So incapacitated, this one very important because incapacitated, of course first if let's say we buy PPD insurance we got okay? But you see the problem is right now when you ask when I ask you you say okay, incapacitated I have PPD coverage already cover me 1 million. So in the event I got incapacitated, I got 1 million payout. But this payout pay to which account? Which account? If let's say the insurance company, if let's say you still around, right? This will pay to own account. But already incapacitated, for example, already lie in the bed coma.
Cannot use also.
Already got mental disorder, dementia. This one paid out now, DPD But under your own account, you don't know how to use it. If let's say your family member, your spouse, do not have the access, normally they'll say, okay, my spouse have the access. Your spouse has the access, first thing, yes. But will your spouse use it for the benefit of yourself? You do not know. Uncertain. You don't say 100% you won't, you go for holiday, you lie there yourself, you go for holiday. This one uncertain. But if let's say to ease this kind of uncertainty, you see Bill, when we do asset plan, we want to create what? Certainty. When we create certainty, if let's say we know that it will drop to our own account, we set up a trust. We ask this trustee company to get hold of our bank account, okay, in the event of incapacitated, to what? To take care of our maintenance.
Take care of our own self first.
Also living our nursing care. Caregiver. This one we no need others to take care of us. Sometimes when old people they say when we become incapacitated, we also want to live with dignity. When you set up a trust, then dignity is not a problem. Because you know you are not using other people's money. You are using your own money to take care of yourself. No one can actually question you. No? So, death, incapacitated, missing, we already cover up all. So, for family with children, normally we don't do will. We do will
And trust.
plus testamentary trust one. And then we add on a trust, incapacity trust. To take care of ourselves and also to pay for living expenses or to pay for the financial obligation that they still need to carry on. For example, incapacitated, TPD, mortgage still need to pay for sure. Okay, so if let's say no one handle your bank account, no one to pay, also you will get stuck. Okay, property will get leveled up. But if let's say you have this incapacity trust, you can ask the trustee to help you to pay the debts, continue to pay the debts for you. Okay? Done? Yeah. Okay. Okay, scenario 2, single professional. Single professional, okay, because due to time constraint, I think, right? Okay, so we won't go through, but basically I will tell you, for single professional, normally their most concern is incapacity. Incapacitated, they need to handle by themselves. No one actually can handle for them. So for them, setting up a trust is actually very, very useful. Okay? So scenario 3 and 4, we don't go ahead. So basically, it's the same. But for business owner, we need to set up a business succession trust. To cater who actually lead in the future. They have to set it down because in the future, once they set who is the one to lead, they have to groom them from zero or in this time. So parents with a special child, this one, trust is a must. Because special child, special kid is not like kid like after 18 years old, they can take care of their own. Special child unable to take care of their own, they need people to take care for them until for their lifetime. So if let's say you just give away using a will, it's not suitable.
They cannot take also, right? Because they can't manage themselves.
They can't manage. So that's why if let's say normally they will put normally parents they have one special child, they have siblings they will put the responsibility to the siblings to take care of the special child, which is I think for longer term it's not a good way because for the siblings to take care, right now the siblings still don't have family members so they can take care. But what if the siblings are grown up, they have their own family members to take care, they are not able to take care for this special child so intensively so dearly because they have their own family members. So looking at these circumstances, the siblings can be their guardian, or you can appoint other professional team to be their guardian or whatsoever. If let's say they have, in the market, if no, the siblings still can be, but then the money will be taken over by the trust. You want money, you want everything, you get from the trust. And then one point is that for special child, normally parents will leave them one property for them to stay until their demise. Because they still have a home to stay. If let's say the siblings don't want them to stay together, they stay on their own. And this property will hold under the trust. Stay until their demise, only transfer to the siblings. They can have this direction.
But if no siblings, then
If no siblings, maybe they go for donation. They donate to others, or they ask executor to sell off the property and give the donation to maybe to those special kids center. They can do. I mean, further if let's say nothing to left, they can do this kind of instruction. Yeah. So this one we explained already. Incapacitated or not that. Now this one you see the case missing. Pinocchio. This one also missing after swimming. You know what happened? This one coma for 43 days. If let's say for example this one is a business owner, coma for 43 days, how the business going to react? And this one didn't manage well, from being cheated, lost 5.3 million inheritance. So this one actually all of it we can control. When we know this happens, what we do is that we plan ahead only. Okay? So bill cannot take effect, we already know all the scenario, bill cannot take effect. Okay? So to have a solid estate plan, what I define is that you have to cover D. What is D?
Death.
HD? Half death. LW?
if well,
Lost word.
Lost word.
So you can cover, solid plan shall cover death, shall also cover half death, which is incapacitated, and also cover in the event you are in the lost world. Nobody can find you. Okay? So I summarize as a solid estate plan, right, shall be able to use this model. We call it WOT model. I define it as WOT model. What is WOT model? WOT model is that you can know who to give, okay, beneficiary, who to appoint as an executor, who to appoint as a guardian. Okay, for those who is doing business, who to appoint as the next successor. Okay, a complete comprehensive estate plan should be able to avoid disputes, okay, avoid dilution, avoid fights, and people able to assess where your location of your assets and what's the location of your liabilities. Okay, and a solid estate plan shall be able to accelerate your distribution. If let's say you are unable to accelerate your distribution, then you have to redo again. Why it cannot accelerate? Why accelerate that? Those who don't want to put into the probate, you want a fast solution, like distribution of your bank account for financial obligation or your company share. You want to accelerate, you use trust. Okay? And D is what we call decision. Okay? A good estate plan shall be able to help you decide who to give up, when to give up, decide when to give. In the event of incapacitated, how shall you manage your asset, your assets? Okay? So yeah. So right now we are coming to the end of the session. Okay? Hope everyone get information, okay? Learn something from the sharing. So what model? Don't forget a good estate plan shall actually cover these three. Death, half death, and also. If let's say your estate plan only cover that, think again. Whether is it full cover or not full cover. If not full cover, then you have to plan ahead. Look for professional to guide you along. Yeah. So before my closing, will need your help to help me to do the assessment. Okay. And also just now we didn't do some attendance list. So you all can actually attendance list and some output assessments. Okay. Any questions? While you're filling up the
What
assessment?
is course name again, Course name.
Course name is discover the essence of estate planning. Discover the essence. Discover. Right. I see.
Yeah.
So I hope from this workshop, all of you will be able to create your own solid estate plan. And you'll know that not only you alone cannot able to manage all your expectation. So hopefully you all can plan ahead.
This one I take, yeah.
So moving forward, I will have a sharings on estate planning for business owner. If let's say you all are interested, later you can give me your name and your contact details. Okay. The time probably will be in August next month. Okay. So for those interested, can give me the name, your name and contact number later.
Okay. This one assignment. This one also need to sign.
This one is attendance list, which is
Yeah. Next training, what's the topic?
estate planning for business owner.
For business owner.
Alright, thank you. So thank you everyone for the participation today. Hope Hope you learn something new.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.